Hello, we are here with not the right overlays.
I just asked you before we went live.
I didn't hear you. I had the.
You.
Yeah, I had the.
Caleb, are we in the right spots? And then
Close, because I.
Caleb.
I didn't have a chance to check because I had it on the I think you guys. No, you guys aren't even in the right spots. I don't have the right overlays nor the right spots. So as I do that, hello, we're here.
Hello.
We're gonna play some D&D, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited. There we go. All right, so that is the longest name that I've ever had to put on a overlay.
I told you didn't have to put.
Well, I obviously did. I did. I didn't put it on the Roll20 overlays, but I put it on the just the face overlays. It's easier to fit in long names there. So we'll get to who all these jokers are. So we are here with some Terra Nullius side stories. I'm excited. I got some things planned. I'm assuming that this, even if we don't actually finish the heist today, I'm honestly assuming that this is gonna end up being a mini campaign of some sort, because there's things going on here that could be extrapolated on and things. So we can always come back to it's not required, right? We could just completely never play these characters again, but there are some threads that maybe we could continue on with. If you don't want to go back to playing Yi, Emily, is what I'm saying. If we do a side story.
Fine, just give me a magical item and I will do something with it.
Okay. So we're gonna start off pretty much just in media res. We're just gonna start off in the middle of the action, and we'll kind of reveal what's happening as we go. So we're not gonna start with a fight or anything, because and shortly after we start, you guys will realize how a fight is probably not a thing you want to get into right away here. So,
Oh goody!
Oh yay!
Well, I think what we see is we see a shot of the jungles of India, right? It's just an aerial shot of the jungles of India. We have some Southeastern Asian music kind of playing underneath in the score, and we get a couple of aerial shots, and then we see well, it's I don't know actually if we actually do see anything in terms of, I guess we see it like a city. Yeah, we see a city in the Indian jungle scape. It's not a very big city, I guess, but it's ruins, I think. It's like a ruined city. So it's overgrown, there's trees everywhere and stuff. And at first it's just okay, what's going on here? There's nothing here, it's just a ruin. And then we see some people being led, blindfolded, across the ruined city, over roots, under low-hanging branches. And we see that the people being blindfolded are all sorts of different people. Most of them elves. So the Southeast Asian kind of elf. So dark skin, they're basically from India, people from India, except they're elves as well. So they have, pointed ears. They're rather picturesque and beautiful. And they're being led blindfolded by these big greenish hulking monstrosities. Maybe is what some people would consider them. They kind of look like a mix between a man, a pig, and a green ape.
They're being led away by Shrek.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, except jungle ape versions of Shrek, right?
Jungle Shrek.
So yeah, jungle Shrek. And so there's a bunch of these hulking man things, and they're the ones leading this this entourage of elves and a couple of other scattered people. And so we don't get a whole lot of detail on who they're leading. But we see at the front, we see an elven woman, again dark skin. She's in a red dress, and she's leading the party through through this ruined city. And then she walks up to this like temple door, and like presses her hand on it and says something in language that we don't get subtitles for, and then the door like comes open, and you guys are let down into all these people are led down into the darkness. And then we just see shots of people's faces as they're blindfolded being led here. So we see a big hulking elven man, like really muscular and lean, looks like a warrior. He has a bunch of like swords and things like strapped across his back, and he has a blindfold on. He's like surrounded by like some other like elven men, and they're kind of like, some of them have like head wraps and turbans and things, and they're being like led blindfolded. And then we see a young elven woman. She looks maybe half elven. She's definitely mixed blood. She's not exactly from this place necessarily. And we see her being led, and she's surrounded by these interesting little creatures. They have like ashen skin, and they have like dark cloaks on. And if we've watched Terra Nullius before, you would recognize these being darklings. The little creatures that explode when they die in a flash of light. And it looks like these darklings are like this woman's like bodyguards. And we also see 2 swords hanging in midair, like floating next to her. They're just like as if like they're protecting her. And then we see in the last like group, we see our characters. We just get like close-up shots on their faces, but real quickly, just tell me one character at a time, Seth, Emily, and then Alyssa. What do your characters look like in terms of like their face? So Seth, what does your character look like?
Grizzled old gnome that's just tired with everything.
Okay, yeah, so
He's been there. He's like been there. He's like, okay, let's just get this over with.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm saying it my partial because I actually don't know why we're even here. So
sure. I mean, I don't think anyone would like being led blindfolded anywhere. Like, it's just not necessarily a comfortable thing. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're being led blindfolded here, and then we get the next person in line. We see Rosemi. What does Rosemi look like?
Short, as she is a gnome. Extremely long, dark hair. Darkish skin, and you can't see it because of the blindfold, but very large doe brown eyes that just stare deep into your soul.
Right, of course. She's a heart what's the word? Heartthrob. That's if there ever was one. And then we see Leinani. What does Leinani look like?
Leinani is also a gnome. We're all playing gnomes today. And she has like really short brown hair. But she's got like you can't see it right now because again her eyes are covered, but she's got like just piercing beautiful eyes that whenever you see them they just like mesmerize you. And she's just like one of the most like she's kind of older, but you could tell that like she's abnormally like beautiful for her age.
Okay. Yeah. Almost like unrealistic. Like, so we get like a little like ad that pops up, and you said, "This is not a realistic beauty standard for gnomish women. Please don't listen to this." Yeah. No. Anyway.
You're beautiful just the way you are.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So maybe because like you described your eyes, maybe Rosemi and Leinani like try to like lift the blindfold, and then they like get a hand like putting it down, right? Yeah. So we like see their eyes for a second. So then suddenly, you're in a bright place, and like you're not entirely sure what happened or where you are, or like how long it took to get there, because time passed weirdly when don't know where you are, you're very disoriented, and then suddenly your blindfolds are ripped off, and like it's really bright, and you are in one of the most beautiful places you've ever been in your life. This is the Red Mistress's palace. And this is where where you are going to bid an auction for a powerful weapon. And so, can you guys see?
No.
Nope.
Awesome, because
I left
that's
my
how that
blindfold
works.
on.
Everybody just. Oh, I probably just didn't check on your tokens.
There you go.
Wow, definitely the most beautiful place I've ever seen. Just
Did gnomes have
pure
Did gnomes have dark vision?
I was just thinking. I don't know because
I
I
do.
actually didn't mark
Okay,
characters.
so they do. They do then, yeah.
Are you a forest gnome or a rock gnome?
Rock gnome.
I think they both do, because it seems more likely that a rock gnome would have it, and if forest gnome has it, then you should be able to see
Everybody has
Seth.
it.
I can.
Okay, yeah, you were the only
I'm
one who
just
could.
not scrolling.
Oh, hello. Okay, there we go.
And then
I can't see.
I know, I'm doing it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I can
Saving the best for last. Fine.
Oh my gosh, there's an elephant.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you were in the Red Mistress's palace. And so the Red Mistress is this beautiful, mysterious elven woman who is really popular figure in the surrounding parts. And she has called together an auction for this incredibly rare artifact, this weapon of some sort. And nobody's entirely sure what it does or what it is, but they know that if the Red Mistress is offering it, they have to have it. And so people from all around the region have sent emissaries to try to get to this auction, and only 3 have been accepted in this to bid on it, to plea their case and to offer up their treasures to get the weapon.
Doesn't this lady know the power of the free market, though?
Well, yeah, no, she just decided that she wanted to limit it to the only people who were going to be serious about it.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we so we're kind of outdoors in the palace right now, in the palace?
No, so this is a
Or-
cave. Okay, so this is a giant cave. So above you are stalactites. Wait, is it stalactites or stalagmites that are on the top?
Stalactites.
Stalactites. Okay,
They
I got
gotta
it.
hold on tight so they don't fall.
There you go. That's a good way to remember it.
I heard T for top.
I
G
got it
for-
right then. Okay, so yeah, right. So this is a giant cave. There are there's some spots up above that are like holes, right? So big old hole that are letting in sunlight. And so when you're seeing the vegetation, that's specifically where spots have been opened up so that these plants can grow in this cave. And they've been made into little garden areas where they've specifically let in sunlight so they can grow these beautiful.
Are there adorable little animals around?
So I mean, there's an elephant. There's definitely an Indian elephant. There's
there,
not. I mean, yeah, there's whatever small animals would be running around in India. Yeah, they're
I want
here.
them to flock to me like Snow White. And
birds
have them
and
come sing with me.
Okay, all right.
Because I can speak with
Right.
them.
Sure. Yeah. So I think we see some of these little animals start to come to check out Rosamund. And she's like, "Whoa, who is this?"
I roll my eyes as I see this happening.
Yeah. And so
forest gnomes.
yeah, so I'm curious. What? So Leonana, you are a forest or a rock gnome?
Forest.
Okay, I'm curious as to what Okay. I'm starting to think of what the difference might be in this universe. Okay, so right, so we see this. This is the Red Mistress's palace. So we have this beautiful waterfall and a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so this is the main chamber, right? So you see this beautiful river flowing through the middle of the cavern and all this stuff. And so yeah, you see and so to our eyes, we understand that that these creatures here, the handlers of the elephant, are the same creatures that were leading you in, and we know as D&D players that these are orcs.
Ooh.
So they're wearing primitive vestments. They're kind of hunched over like apes. And yeah, you see 2 of them handling this elephant, and right so one of them is scrubbing it down with a brush, and the other one is feeding it a big old fruit. Yeah, and so like there's like this whole cavern before you. And I think it's your understanding, right, that like you guys will be given leisure to like peruse the cavern for a while, the palace, and to check out things and maybe like make deals, make alliances, try to get a gauge on your opponents, like those sorts of things, right? And then in I think like in an hour's time, she's gonna reveal what the item is. So what do you guys do? So you see, you see this like half-elven woman over here, right? Like with her floating swords and her darkling people, and she's kind of like just like looking at the river and like looking over at this little garden area over here. And the others have kind of moved off. Oops, I just moved her. The others have kind of moved off into their own areas.
Yeah.
Do you say anything to each other?
I think I go, well, we've arrived.
What seems we have.
All these animals. I love all of them. I wonder if they'll let me ride the elephant. Do you think so?
Probably.
You have a better chance of getting squished by the elephant.
Oh, that's foreshadowing right there.
Probably not. Let's go explore. See what's around here.
Why?
Stop being an old grouch.
Tired.
I may have brought you on this mission, but I will kick you out.
And so I think you look around and you don't know where the exit is. Like there's no doors anywhere. Like there's no clear, like you don't know where you came from.
Interesting. So I think as I say that, I'm like, huh. Okay.
Can I make a check to see if I know where they are?
Yeah, anyone can make a perception check to kind of.
Oh, my perception's actually awful. It's my intelligence that's better. That's gonna bite me in the butt.
19.
7.
Yeah, nope. You guys don't see anything. Even you.
I don't see an exit.
Even you, Rosemary, you have no idea. Like, there is no exit.
Where do we?
Are there,
what's this to the south?
Like you see places, right? Like you see places to go, but you don't see any clear like this is where you go to leave. It's like it seems to go further into whatever this palace is. So this over here, right? Like it looks like this would be the exit, but it's just like a stone wall.
All right.
So
Is this one of those door things where we have to like touch the wall in like certain ways?
Maybe. Who knows?
Say some special words.
Melon.
Open sesame.
Hakuna Matata.
I don't know what Arabian Nights. I don't know.
Arabian Nights.
Yeah, I think I want to. I see some like women over here in this like left area. I want to go like check that out.
Where are you looking?
Over here. I see some like. Oh, I guess those
Are
aren't
those
women.
men in
Yeah,
turbans?
those are men in turbans. Yeah.
Okay.
Men in tights.
Men in turbans. It's the Indian version of Robin Hood. Men in turbans. Yeah. So.
Well, actually, we should probably go bid our greetings to the princess.
To the Red Mistress.
Yeah, the Red Mistress.
Sure you want me to join? Oh, I didn't see you guys moved.
I'm following you, Leilani.
Where'd you guys go? Oh, there you
We're
are.
right here. Yeah, I think we should go give our greetings and make.
Shall I greet her with a song? Some music?
Are you sure you want me to go? You know what happened last time.
Fine, then stay behind, enjoy the river. I will go talk to her. Yami,
Just so
if you want to come, that's fine, but please don't say anything stupid.
Just so you guys know, my charisma is -1. This is my first non-charismatic character.
Okay, I would like to, as we're walking up, pull out my flute and play it as we're walking up.
I think some of the orcs. Okay, actually, make a perform check. Let's see how beautiful this playing is.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna walk over to the river, plugging my ears because I don't want to hear it.
I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
So
I
8.
definitely don't want to hear it.
Yeah, so I think some of the like the orc handlers and like the other people just kind of like look at you like, stop, like please stop, like
Actually, wait, let me see what I have for cantrips.
you're getting sour looks as you walk by.
Ooh, I put it away then.
Yeah, I think maybe even I like grab like the end of it and just go. Mm-mm.
So why is it, Rosamie, that you're not
Try
playing
it.
very well?
It's the air in the cave. It's like
What they all
It's
say.
just-
Sure.
it's you know
I didn't
how
know
like
that I
at
came up with
higher
lame
elevations the
excuses.
air in the cave is just like really stale, so I can't breathe very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. The
Anyway.
humidity.
So-
You know,
What did you say this woman's title is?
The Red
The Red
Mistress.
mistress.
And that's what she prefers people call her?
Yes, she has no other name. Like nobody knows her by any other name. She's very mysterious.
Okay.
So as you walk away, I kind of point to you and use message and whisper to you, let me know when you need me.
To who? Me or
To
Like
Alyssa's
Nani.
character, Nani. I point to her and say, let me know when you need me.
I message back and say, will do.
Do you have
I
message?
point back.
Well, you can send a message back.
Yeah,
Oh,
But
okay.
I do
Yeah.
have message though. But yes.
I point back to your character and say, "Thanks for including me in the conversation."
This only works on one person at a time.
We're all just gonna be messaging each other the whole time.
Yeah.
Um,
Magic.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think actually on the note of message, I think I slowly like approach and I would like to send a message to the Red Mistress and say, may I approach?
Okay, so that woman over there is not the Red Mistress.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh,
So
where is she?
yeah, so that's one of the people who came with you who was let into the cavern. So you know that the Red Mistress is somewhere over here.
Somewhere where?
I'm trying to ping. Give me a second. There you go. Somewhere over there.
Oh,
She's like up on the ledge where the waterfall is coming down from.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see your ping.
it's the top left.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Oh, okay.
in the darkness.
In the darkness. Okay, well,
It's fine. We can just form an alliance first, right? I don't know.
well, I don't really want to be around a bunch of darklings, to be honest.
Yeah, you had bad experiences with the Darklings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So- Since that's not the Red Mistress, I'm definitely not going over there.
So,
I-
Leilani, I think you do know something about this woman though that you're passing by.
Okay.
So this is Oberon's like messenger in this whole situation. That's why you came here in the first place. And I think we're
snap.
starting to get this information right. As you pass by, like we just see Leilani just like kind of like shake her head or like look at her like, you know, we know that you don't like this girl. And so that's all you know.
As they're walking up to her, as I'm sitting there by the river,
Do I know if she's a warlock of Oberon or if she's just a
You can make a
like a history
history
or
check.
something?
Yeah, I think history.
as she's doing that too, can I take this time as I'm sitting here
Mhm.
to kind of get the lay of the idea, like see if there's anything we should be wary of if something goes sour?
Yeah. Do you want to make an investigation check?
That's what I was hoping to do.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Ooh, wow. So,
Plus 6.
I would like the blueprints to this entire palace.
yeah. So real quick, Leilani, the only thing that you know about this woman is her name, which is, let me find it real quick, which is Kalyani Pandey.
I'm gonna type that in the chat.
Yes, I will do that.
Actually, can I do a history check on what I know about her?
Sure. You can indeed. Because she's right there, so you can, yeah. So you know,
frick. I know more or
you don't
less.
know anything, yeah. You never heard of this woman. Yeah, Leilani,
don't
you know that her name is Kalyani Pandey, and that she's not like a warlock at the very least. Like you don't know specifically what she does or like but she's like I think she has a sword. Does she? Let me double check. Like I think you see like she has a rapier. So she has a rapier on her. And and so you can guess maybe at what she might be or what ability she might have. It looks like she knows how to use it, but like you don't know what her
Got it.
abilities might be.
So what did I garner from my investigation check?
So your investigation check. There's a couple things about this situation. I think you think that it's entirely possible that this palace is actually some sort, and you're starting to see little hints as you're kind of looking around. It's entirely possible this palace actually might be some sort of like extra dimensional thing. Like maybe the blindfold thing was actually just to like throw you off, and this is actually like some sort of like demi-plane that like exists separate from Earth, and like so it's like a palace that exists in its own like dimension, that's created specifically for the Red Mistress. That's that you because you're starting to see a little like it's like the weird like shimmerings, right? Where you're like, oh wow, I'm in the Hunger Games. I can tell that there's a force field above me, right? That sort of thing, right? Where you're seeing things aren't quite like real.
As they're walking away then towards the mistress lady, I want to point to use messaging and say, be careful. It looks like they may have brought us to a different plane of existence. Might not necessarily be safe in the sense of it.
Can I message back? Of course we're not safe. We're in the palace of the Red Mistress.
Yeah. That's her tagline. You're never safe in the palace of the Red Mistress.
What race does Kalyani look like she is?
Kalyani is undoubtedly elven, like in terms of like this.
Oh, but she's the one who's probably half elf.
But she's something else too. You're not entirely sure what.
Okay. Then yeah, I definitely don't want to talk to that woman. Yeah, I wanted to greet the Red Mistress.
Sure. Yeah. She doesn't look like she's interested in talking to you either. So, here I'll just well wait. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where you can go to get up there.
Well, yeah. How can I get up there? Is it like
you can go either way. Actually, so you could like I think we see you pass by there, but you can go over here. And there's like stairs over in this general direction.
I like can't see anything. So
I don't past the elven people, the half elf lady, and then across that bridge.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll go.
I don't think the lighting is like gonna let you see that there's stairs there, but on the map that I'm seeing, there's like underneath. So there's like an overhang, so you see like a balcony of some sort like above you, and there's like stairs underneath the balcony that like lead up into the balcony. So I'll just pop you guys up on top of it. So again, there's like orc guards that are just like around as you're walking around.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. I say hello to everyone who passed.
Okay. I mean, none of them answer you.
Hello.
They just kind of stare at you mutely.
Hello.
Yeah, so I want to go to this bridge right here. And before I get there, I'm assuming she's the one in the middle.
Yes. Yep. This is the Red Mistress.
Let's say she looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like her toe. Oh. Okay, up close she looks fine, but like in her.
Right, that's fine.
The small one, it looks kind of funky.
Shall I get out a different instrument to try and play this time?
I just go shh, and I'd like to send a message to her saying, "May we approach?"
Yeah, and so you see her. She just kind of like looks at you, and just one finger. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I like nod acknowledgement, and I would like to go, like, just 10 feet away from her.
Right. So you're standing right next to like this beautiful fountain. And there's like there's a man on this fountain, like carved. I think it's like a statue of a guy. And he's like a fat man. Like kind of like in a lotus pose, and he has like a big staff across his lap.
Okay.
And yeah, so there's this fountain, and like there's water coming out of his mouth. In this.
Do I recognize what the statue is? A person.
You can make a religion or history check.
Let me see what I'm better at. I suck at both, so I'll roll history. Nope.
I look up at the orc next to me and say, I guess I'll make a check to see if I know. And I also suck at both of them, but I'm gonna go with a history check as well. 15. Whoa.
So you recognize that this is obviously some sort of Indian goddess, or sorry, god, not goddess, god. But you're like, it could be like a couple of different ones. You can definitely recognize from the architecture and the way it's built out that it definitely is a god. Like, this is the way it's structured is only a god would be like put in this place. But you're unsure about what god that might be. There's a lot. There's like millions of gods in the Hindi pantheon. So
I see it and I say, that's a lovely fountain.
Yeah, and so one of the women next to the Red Mistress is like one of her handmaidens. She nods like in kind of like respect and says, "Thank you. The palace you see before you has been made and crafted with the utmost of care. It has taken years to build it."
I kind of do like a respectful like bow, and I say, thank you for accepting our invitation. Thank you for extending an invitation to be here with you today.
And the same like handmaiden says, isn't yeah, she just nods and says, "Of course. Leinani is known to us. We would not pass up this opportunity, and I imagine you would not as well." So I'm assuming that. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
I just say, well, of course, I could never pass up this kind of gathering. But I just wanted to. Oh wow, that is a beautiful handmaiding. Look at that. Yeah, and I think I just want to say I just wanted to come give my thanks, let you know that we have although I'm sure you know we knew we arrived, of course, but just wanted to give my thanks for the invitation.
Your desire to appear before the Red Mistress and give your gratitude is noted. So the Red Mistress hasn't said anything the whole time. She's kind of like staring you up and down, like kind of getting a lay of the land. Like, okay, who is this woman?
Yep, and that's all I want to say.
Sure.
May I play you a song of thanks?
I kind of like glare, like
no. So the Red Mistress kind of like quirks an eyebrow, and then the Red Mistress says, "Play."
Okay, so I take out my flute and
I kind of like look back and forth between the two of them, like, oh god,
this is gonna go well.
I want to have a little bird on my shoulder too. If there's
Sure.
birds in here,
Yeah.
have a little bird on my shoulder and just like kind of playing a little upbeat tune. And I also, before I start playing, let's see, I want to cast minor illusion to have my voice kind of go in harmony with the flute playing that I'm about to do.
Okay.
Okay, so now I guess I'll roll a performance check.
Yep.
With all of that, would I get advantage?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, I think you will. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 22!
Nice. Didn't even need advantage.
Double deuces.
So, double deuces. So yeah, I think like you play this song, right? And like Leinani, the whole time you're probably just like nervously like, oh no, is this gonna be bad? But like it sounds pleasant to you, like it sounds really good. And then I mean the handmaidens seem to like really are enjoying it, and like they're smiling at you, Rosemi, and I think one of them starts like kind of like tapping their hand like slightly, just like along to the beat. And I think you see the orc that's standing in between you two. He like starts tapping his foot halfway through the song.
Yes,
like
new friends.
but the Red Mistress is just staring at you, Rosemi. and it's honestly a little intimidating. And like you get to the end of the song, and she's just like staring into your soul, like she's just like looking at you very intently.
Can I make an insight check to figure out what the heck's going on with her?
Sure.
I've got like beads of sweat. Like,
Right.
down.
12. She's probably really hard to read.
Yeah, she's very hard to read. Yeah, you don't get anything.
She doesn't enjoy anything in life.
Yeah,
That's
and I think
boring.
the handmaidens like look to her, right, as if like waiting for her to like say something. Like, okay, was that good? Like, should we continue to like act like this was a good performance? And the red mistress smiles slightly, and she says to you, Rosamie, she says, "You are very good. And then she just waves like, all right, you're dismissed."
I nod and hurry away.
She was about to say something else, but she just decided against it and just.
Yeah,
I'm scurrying away. I'm like, thank you.
I give kind of like a curtsy
Yeah.
and a little wink and scurry off as well.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
a flip of my hair.
sure. We see the handmaidens kind of like smiling after you, and the red mistress just like staring at you as you walk away.
Let's see how far away I am. Once I scurry away a little, I want to point at the handmaiden who was really nice and was like tapping her hand and say, "We should hang out sometime. You seem really nice. I just want friends."
Yeah, I think the handmaiden just kind of like quirks an eyebrow and smiles again and doesn't say anything.
So
Cool.
as we're leaving, I want to like peek to the left. Like, can I see like what's down there?
Yeah. You see, let's see. Let me actually like see what you can actually see.
I can see like a hallway basically. And like
Sure. Yeah. So there's like an open door. There's an orc kind of like standing guard. But you see there's obviously some sort of like hallways and chambers beyond this. But you hear that's like the sounds of like a kitchen from beyond. And maybe some like people eating, like and talking. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. No interest to me.
Yeah. It seems pretty mundane.
I'm gonna go. Then what's down here?
So those are some stairs. And yeah, you can like go up the stairs if you want. And so you reach this door, and Leinani, like this just screams to you, "Oh, something important is behind this door." It's like it's just one of those doors, right, where you're just like, "Oh, there's probably something cool behind here." What do you do?
I want to try to open the door.
It's locked, obviously.
Why are none of us a rogue?
And suddenly Yi falls from the ceiling.
Sorry, I was not going to create another road.
I could have been a rogue, but I wanted to be a wizard.
Okay. I think I just go duly noted.
Yeah. I see you. I see you, Dor.
I'm like, you know what? It's a little too early to start, like, unlocking things.
Rummaging around the palace, yeah.
Who needs?
So I wanna go back down to the other area.
Who needs a lockpick
Take us
when you have
back.
a flaming spear?
Oh yeah, another dragon. Yeah, cool. So, Seth, how do you pronounce your character's name again?
Feldlar.
Gefeldlar. What is Gefeldlar doing?
He was just kind of sitting there taking a lay of the area. That's why I wanted to roll the investigation check, just to figure out what is our plan here. What are we gonna do? What is our best chance of getting out of here alive? pretty
Yeah.
much. Which is why I wanted to roll the investigation check.
Right, and so obviously you can tell that it's like not exactly real. There's something magical about this place. I mean, you don't get a whole lot else in terms of like the lay of the land. You get a better idea of like where things are. You kind of note them in your memory. You see the waterfall. There's obviously orcs around. I mean, it's obvious to you at this point. Like, if you guys, I mean, if at any point you guys just decided to start attacking people, you'd all die, like, very, very quickly here. So that's not smart. You see, like, the elephant here is, like, obviously, like, there's going to be some sort of entertainment surrounding it or whatever. Like, you can see the orcs, like, start to get it, like, they put, like a harness on it and, like, are trying to, like, get it ready for something. You're not entirely sure what. Yeah, you see the woman over there, Kalyani Pandey, and she has that far. Okay, I think because you got a 24, I think you see the faraway look in the eye that someone has when they're, like, concentrating on some sort of magic, and she's just kind of, like, standing there. And she's obviously not focused on what's around her.
Wait, is she the red lady, or is the other one the red?
No. So this is Kalyani Pandey. She's one of the other people who's looking to audition, or like.
Oh, she's the one in the top right area.
Yeah, she's the girl right over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's the one with the swords around her.
Yep.
Okay.
He has 2 floating swords just, like, hanging in the air next to her.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I know what she's doing?
Yeah, sure. Hard to say. There's several things that come to mind, but we can't pinpoint any of them.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I guess I want to walk past her and just, like, maybe scoff as, like, I go past her.
Yeah, she didn't even notice.
I also want to walk by and then cast message at her and say, "Hello, I really like your floating swords."
And she kind of, like, she looked really confused for a second, like, what does that? And then she, like, sees you, and you're, like, looking at her, I guess, right? And she kind of, like, frowns. Yeah, and she says, "I'm sorry, was that you?"
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm sorry, would you ask it the question again? I didn't quite understand the first time.
Oh, I just said I liked your floating swords.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
If you wait for 10 minutes, I can make my swords float too.
I do not require that. Who?
And I start ritually casting Unseen Servant.
Yeah, she seems, like, kind of a little overwhelmed. Like, she was kind of, like, in the middle of something, and you, like, interrupted her, and she wants to get back to it. And I think
10 minutes later, the Unseen Servant holds up my sword.
Well, so that's the thing. Like, she definitely doesn't let you get 10 minutes into that. I think she says, "Excuse me. Excuse me. Could you stop that?" Do you just keep casting this spell?
I just keep casting it.
And then she frowns, and she says, "Stop it at once." You keep casting?
I'm in my own little world. I'm, like, singing my spell.
Okay, yeah,
and
she
everything.
gestures. She gestures, and 2 of the Darklings come over. And they just, like, shove you to the ground. So these little ugly little things just, like, shove you to the ground.
I laugh. Go felt like I was.
I send a message to the 2 Darklings saying, "Back off," and then walk over.
Yeah, they.
I was using message because I was trying to be discreet. You guys are just using it.
We're just using it. That's what you do when you have
No,
message.
fine. I guess I just
say it.
back.
Yeah.
I just say it. I just say back off, and then I, like, come and help her off.
Yeah, and I think Kalyani steps over, and she frowns, and she says, "You look familiar." Hi. She, like, take your friend and leave. I should not be distracted now.
Fine. Come on. I guess some people don't appreciate a good spirit.
Let's see. I use minor illusion and make the sound behind her of as we walk away.
Yeah. So she just frowns again, and like she's had her like hand on her like the hilt of her rapier, and she kind of like releases it, and then she kind of like again gets that like far off look, like she's doing something else.
I would like to again try and cast as a ritual unseen servant.
I mean, Lenani or how do you pronounce your name again?
Lainani.
No,
No,
Seth's
no.
name. I know how to spell it.
Gefeldlar? Gefeldlar?
Guffeldlar. Let me just write that down for myself. Guffeldlar.
Gefeldlar.
My mom didn't believe in vowels.
It's against her religion.
Yeah.
So Guffeldlar or Lenani, are you going to do anything in those 10 minutes, or are you actually going to let Rosemary?
Oh, as they come up, I'm like, oh, and people say I have bad interpersonal skills.
I like just roll my eyes and I'm like, okay. Like,
What did you find out?
nothing. I just said hi to I did a greeting to the Red Mistress, thanked her for her invitation as any good guest would, and I plan on asking around about this magical item.
Good for you.
Do you here to join me for this one?
If you insist. You get like the sort of face like, oh, if you insist, I guess I can.
So you guys just leave Rosemary to cast Unseen Servant and just like walk away?
I don't want to be her. Actually, you know what? Probably what happens is like, you want to join me? I look to Rosemary like, sure, fine.
Yeah. So okay, then I wanna go. I guess I want to go where the turban guys are.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Is it like a door that's like right there?
Yeah, it's open though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I kind of like do like a tap, and I like.
Right. It's like one of those where it's like even though the door's open, you like tap on it to like let them know that you're kind of like entering.
Yeah, and then I want to walk in.
Yeah, so you see them and they're kind of like, it's kind of a situation where like it looks like all of the guys in turbans are like this guy's bodyguards, and like they look really nervous, like someone's gonna like try to attack them or something. And so yeah, this guy right in the center here, he's a big tall guy, very intimidating, big old swords on his back. And if you would like to make a check, want either of you to find out more about this guy, you can.
History?
I would. Yeah, I'll roll a history check, even though I suck at those.
I don't.
Yeah, nope.
It was almost good.
Let's see. Yeah, Gefeldlar.
Gefeldlar. It's not that hard. There's just no vowels.
Yeah, I know. Gefeldlar, I think you recognize the name. His name is Jawala Shri. Let me just double check on the spelling of that. Yeah, so I'll type it in chat for you. Yeah, his name is Jawala Shri. He is a Raja. He's a nobleman in India. And you know that he's definitely a renowned fighter. He's very, very dangerous. He's a very dangerous man. Yeah, like, I mean, he's probably interested in the idea of a weapon, right? Like he's maybe one of those sort of people who might like try to, like, in a border dispute, like try to like conquer a neighboring like nobleman's lands or like something like that. And so maybe he wants to use this weapon against like a neighbor or something, get more power. Yeah, you've definitely heard of this guy though.
I send a message to Gafaldar, and I'm like, kind of like one of those like character moments where they're like on the side of their mouth, like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And I whisper in her ear and tell her who he is, and everything pretty much.
You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
So
just
you don't send
reply
a
back in
message?
messages. You can reply with 25 words and then send another message of 25 words.
Some of us don't care. Some of us have a -1 to charisma and don't really have interpersonal skills.
Fine. Okay.
I just whisper it in your ear.
Yeah, and so I think like one of the men steps forward right when you walk in and says like, "What do you want with Lord Jawala?"
Merely to make an acquaintance.
And the guy like kind of like looks back at Jawala, and the man like like kind of like an affirming grunt. And so, like,
that he says, yeah, like, okay.
yeah, like that's fine, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
But he's not giving you much in terms of like communication here. He's just like he just grunted at you and just kind of like looking at you now.
Yeah, so I take like a couple more steps forward and I go, Trella, I've heard many tales about you. Not true.
Have you? What tales would that be, little one?
Well, just that, tales, and I am merely inquiring.
So you see his eyes widen for just a moment and then like shrink back as if you were about to, like, he thought you said something that was like incriminating or something, and then he was like, oh wait, no, never mind, she doesn't know about that. What are you talking about? Like that sort of like.
Well, I say, well, merely that, I've heard tales. I wish to know though which tales are true.
Well, what have you heard?
You know,
at this point, I'll just speak up and start saying like, okay, this is gonna go horribly if I leave this as is, and I want to go off and like spout something. I don't know, like, I don't want
a true story or
a true story.
Okay, yeah, I mean, feel free to make it up. He's like a renowned warrior.
You know, like all your. Let me think of something. Such as your mini sieges on the towns of. Where's he from?
Like a neighboring, like I'm trying to think of the actual like word. It's like a county, right? Like a small princedom, as it were.
What are some towns that are in India?
Well, let's just find a Indian name generator, shall we?
There you go. Caleb, as the DM, do we know when this auction is going to take place?
Yeah. Basically, as soon as you finish this conversation, she's gonna call you to go.
Oh, as soon as I finish this conversation.
I mean, not as soon as you like. You'll have time. Whatever you want to do, you'll have like you have an hour from the time you got here till it happens. But I was like, we'll just kind of like go until whenever like you wanna.
Got it.
Finish your things.
I
you can do something else. Yeah.
I thought I had assumed maybe it would start like the next day.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so if that were the case, if that's the case, then I definitely want to go back to that door and try to pick at it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, this is supposed to happen pretty quickly.
Got it.
Let's just say the town of Narayana.
Like a siege on the town of Nadiana. How'd that go for you again?
Oh no.
So
I'm
what do you?
-1 to charisma. I'm not even.
So this is like one of the tales where he lost. Is that what you're implying?
Kind of.
Okay, yeah. His face grows dark, and he puts a hand like he kind of like almost goes for like one of his swords, and his hand's like hovering in the air next to it, and he says, "You would do well to watch your mouth, gnome. How much can an islander know about my ways, anyway?"
Just like I said, just rumors mostly.
Well, the rumors have been greatly exaggerated.
Towards what my friend here was saying, or towards the good things that they say about you?
He stares at you, and he says, "Are you trying to make an enemy of me?"
No, I'm merely trying to point out. I'm trying merely to gather information, just as I'm sure you would.
There can be no. So this is a game, then. A game for you.
Let's just say I like playing games with people. Don't you? Don't you find it enjoyable?
The only game that I play is the game of war. And it is a game that I play very well, he says to Gefalter.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, and I'm sure you have won more times than lost, just as I have in my games.
I am not going to pander words with you, Islander. Would you like to exchange some sort of mutual deal? Information for information? This I can do, but I will not be manipulated by your silver tongue.
I see. Then I'll get straight to the point. You know, we have been hired here to auction for this item, but we are rather curious what this item is. We know it's a weapon of some kind.
Yes.
Any information you can give me, I would be more than happy to exchange for anything you might be interested in.
Well, what kind of information would you have available to you? How long have you been in India?
Not very long, but I could give you some information perhaps on the other bidder, if you would like.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. 14? Not so great.
Yeah, so he says, what do you know of Kalyana, what is her name? Crap. I even made this up. Kalyani,
You did
okay.
this to yourself.
Yeah, I know. Kalyani Pandey. If the information is worth it to me, then I may share something. But you'll have to prove yourself first.
Do I know that this is the only other bidder besides Kalyani?
Yep, it's just you three.
Well, you see here, I'm not going to divulge any information if I don't know you actually have any information.
I'm not going to play this game. You will tell me something that will be worth my time, or you can leave. And I will
my
keep...
servant be done yet?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So we cut
I
over
will
to...
walk through the door.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'd be like walking towards them, the sword like floating behind me and like doing some spins.
Sure.
And I want to like walk in and go, "Hi."
Hello. And so yeah, you guys are like staring intensely at each other, Leilani, and then he like looks up and he said, "What? Who is this?"
Can I roll it? I want to see if I know who he is.
Okay, yeah, sure. We can roll a history check.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, you know all the things that Seth's character does.
Oblar.
Plus, there has been rumors recently that Jawala has come down with some sort of sickness. It's
no.
you don't know what it is, but like he like had to like stay holed up in his manor for a while, and he's not doing very well. It seems like he might be trying to like use whatever this is to like help him in that regard or something, but yeah, he's been trying to keep it under wraps.
Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. I'd like to try and cast Charm Person on him.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh my
no.
god.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
Okay. Sounds good. Do it. What are the
boy.
components to that?
You know he becomes hostile towards you after that spell ends.
That's not necessarily true. It's
The
Well,
person,
it's been
the charmly it ends. It knows that it was charmed by me. It doesn't necessarily.
and then becomes
he
hostile towards you.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't say that.
Doesn't say that, but I mean, from your idea of what you know of this
Sign?
guy, he probably wouldn't like it at the very least.
they don't necessarily, but they usually do become hostile.
The kind of person that you would need to cast Charm Person on probably isn't going to like you after they realize you've cast Charm Person on them.
Oh wait, let me see.
Charm person is what
Well,
you
I
use.
guess if it lasts 1 hour, then okay, that's
Mhm.
not.
Charm person is what you use when you're
Yeah,
trying to
it
escape.
lasts an hour. We just need him.
Okay,
be
all right,
friendly.
go for it. That's fine.
Fine.
Whatever, go for it.
Yeah, what are the components?
It is
Verbal and somatic.
somatic. I'm trying to see what it says the components are. Yeah, no, just verbal and somatic. So, yeah, I want to try and charm him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So it's
Could be a short-
wisdom save,
Looks like it will be a one
but
shot.
not advantage because we're not fighting him. We're just verbally sparring. It's fine.
Sure. Wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
I'm the only one here trying to do real work.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't make it. My DC is 12.
Nice.
So,
Oh, it actually worked.
Oh my god.
I just kind of go, Dwala. I've heard so much about you. Have you heard of my music?
Oh my god.
So he steps over to you, and he gets on one knee, and he takes like one of your little hands, and he says, "No, but I would love to hear it."
Oh
And
my
he like
god.
kisses your hand.
Coming like made RPG again.
Okay, well, I need my hand back real quick.
Of course, of
And then-
course. Yeah, and he
and then
stands.
I
He
pull-
stands attentively and like yeah, he's
I
watching.
pull out my flute,
I looked to Leilani, I'm like, what the frick is happening?
and I would like to make a flute performance.
Good luck.
Would that be with advantage? Since
Nice.
she's-
22.
Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I think he just like walks past me and does that, and I'm like, well,
What? How? Yeah. So I think one manly tear falls down his cheek. And he says, "I would be honored if you would play that as I rode into battle one day.
Well,
I
that
can
sounds
think
a
of
little dangerous.
I could think of no finer anthem to die on the battlefield to."
Well, I mean, I'll have to think about it.
yeah, I'm gonna start looking in the other rooms while she's doing
And I
that.
just,
It's like, well, okay,
I-
bye.
no, before you leave, did you stay for my performance or no?
I think you start playing and then I like start leaving. I'm like, whatever.
I just say to him, I hope that song helped heal your soul and your body.
Okay, so that's
Yeah, he frowns and he says, "What do you know?"
Oh, I mean, I don't know anything. I just hope I have healing songs.
Of course, of course, of course. I appreciate it.
I would like to make an insight check
Okay, sure.
since he did that weirdly. Alyssa, you're all dark now.
I know my lights turned off on me.
You
They're smart lights.
Ah,
and whenever
I
you
know
leave the
nothing.
house,
have
they
no
turn-
idea.
Okay. So me and him are getting along famously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, did you leave, Seth? You left?
Yeah, I followed.
Okay, so yeah, Rosemary, you're just in the room with Dwala and his people now. Yeah, I
We're
mean,
just chatting.
okay, yeah. What do you talk about?
I ask him about all like his battles and
Okay.
stuff.
Oh yeah, he's so into that. Like he regales you with tales of warfare.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm done. I'm going to a different room.
Same.
wow, you guys aren't doing anything to help our cause. I'm the only one helping. I'm trying to
Where are you gonna go?
know our enemy.
I'm trying to gain information. Oh, there's the red lady. Hello, I didn't see her earlier.
Yeah, that's why I went back was because I was like, oh, that's familiar.
Oh, excuse me.
Just walk back.
Well, I'm trying to follow her because I don't know where anything is, and I don't really. I just. Roll 20 is being excessively slow right now.
Yeah.
Saw that
okay.
scandal.
Yep.
Yeah, so I definitely want to go over where that door was.
Okay, sure.
Can I get dragged over to that part of the map?
You can indeed.
Can I get dragged there too? Because I have no clue where it is.
Sure. You can just, if you go across that bridge again where the Red Mistress was, you're close to it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Arrgh!
I decided to go the other way, but I forgot that yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Let me find you.
I know where I am. I'm just gonna drag myself across the bridge. Load.
Yeah. So we have all of our weapons, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I definitely want to try to like get my dagger out and try to like pick this lock.
Okay, so do you want to have made sure no one knew you were coming over here? Like made it stealthy that you even came this direction in the first place?
Let me see if I can do something to help us with that. Nope.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's that one guard by the bridge, so I mean, he would have seen us, but he didn't necessarily know that we're going this way. Yeah, I guess I'll make a stealth. I have proficiency in stealth. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Okay.
Oh, crap!
Oh, no! Yeah, I mean, so you don't know, but we obviously see, like, an orc guard, like, notice very poignantly that you've gone in that direction.
I roll better stealth.
But
You
you're
might-
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
I
the
mean,
problem with stealth.
Doesn't matter. Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks. Okay, well. See, I can't metagame this though. Like, I want to metagame this and be like, "Oh, well, you rolled so bad on your stealth that like you shouldn't, looking around here." I don't know. Maybe I should just wait until the auction. I don't know.
I mean, it
What
seemed
do I
like
do?
it seemed like your companion was very stealthy, so
Yeah, I can't metagame this. I'm just gonna do what I would have done. Try to pick the lock.
All right. Do you have thieves' tools?
No.
All right, so you're gonna do it with disadvantage. Make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh crap!
Oh no.
What the heck?
Okay, so what happens is you very obviously like break the lock, like the tip of your dagger accidentally gets like jammed in the lock, and so you can't pull it out without like damaging the lock. And so you know that no matter what happens, someone will know that like someone tried to open this door.
Oh gee.
Oh, this worked out very well.
Couldn't I have been a rogue? Well, is the door open? Because I broke it?
Nope.
Dang it.
No, definitely.
Crap.
Trying to think. Let me look over my spells real quick to see if we can hide our tracks.
While they're doing that, I'm talking to what's his face,
Jwala. Yeah.
And I go, "Do you know anything about that other lady who's here to try and get the thing?"
Miss Kalyani Pandey.
Yeah, her. She's kind of mean. She made people push me to the ground.
She is an interesting person. I have met her a few times in court before, and once on the battlefield. She has become an interesting player in the games of these parts. She's fey-touched, that one. There's something off about her. Her heritage is unknown, and she is, again, a force to be reckoned with, both in politics and on the battlefield. I would not tread lightly around her.
You would not.
I
tread
would,
lightly?
yeah, I would tread lightly under. That's
I
what
was
I.
like, that sounds backwards.
Okay, so then I try and like steer him to more like light conversation after that,
Sure.
and tell him about my old troop.
Okay. Well, you tell us about your new troop or your old troop.
My old troop, well, we were great. We would play all around the islands together until one of them decided they wanted a solo career and broke us all up. It was
Awesome.
so sad. I miss them so much.
Please
And I
take
have-
inspiration.
I have a tear go down my face.
I really wish I would have taken this one spell to like help me in the
Mhm.
situation, but I didn't, and I can't like lie about it and be like, "Oh, I took this spell."
Is the door
Knock.
wood?
No, I was thinking about taking a suggestion, which I could have used on the guard to have like made a suggestion that like we didn't go down that hallway, but we went
Right.
the other way.
You should have brought me upstairs. I have suggestion. But that's okay. Just gotten it up.
Is the door made of wood?
Hold on.
Yes, the door's made of wood.
I don't want to burn down the door. That would be even more obvious. Well, I was gonna try and see if the door wasn't made of wood, if I could melt the dagger away.
Okay, hold on. How far away is what's her face? Ayami. How far away are you from me
Kalyani?
right now? Yeah.
A bit of a distance, and she's not in any direct line sight or hearing of you.
Oh, darn it. Yeah, she is quite a distance. Dang it.
Yeah, she's like over here.
I could tell her to make a suggestion, like,
Oh, you're talking about Rosemi?
yeah, Rosemi, to like
Yeah,
make a
she's
to
all
like
the
tell her
way
to
over
tell her like in a message like, hey, come over here.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm trying to get information about the auction. So when I like start crying and stuff, I just after that I kind of just go, so what are we even trying to buy here? I don't really. My friend Leilani just brought me along, and I don't really know what's going on. I'm just meeting people here, basically.
Have you heard of the Red Mistress before, Rosemi?
No, but I saw her.
She is a mysterious character.
She
Very
kind of smiled at me.
interesting. You've been granted a great boon. She does not show emotion normally around most people. She is quite dangerous. Much more dangerous than I am.
Is anyone more dangerous than you are?
I know it's hard to believe, but
Wow.
but yes, her
She doesn't
ways
look
of
as strong as
trickery.
you, though.
I just can't handle this.
She,
stress.
she may not be as physically strong as I am, but she has darker ways. She is a practitioner of the dark arts, of dark and evil magics. I would not make her angry. I would stay away from her bad side, as it were. I'm told it's her left.
Wait, so are we buy? Wait, so we're buying her? What are
No,
you talking about?
no.
What are we buying
Just
here?
warning you. Just warning you. The Red Mistress is, again, an interesting character, and she has done auctions like this before. She finds a rare artifact of some hidden knowledge or a powerful weapon, and she calls the nobles of the land. Sometimes nobles from even beyond the land, but it is telling that she only sent out a message to those in the surrounding area. It's honestly quite a surprise that your entourage was invited in the first place. A mystery in and of itself, that is. It seems like whatever this is, it's important to us as people. I, personally, have suspicions that it may be an artifact of one of our gods.
Oh, wow.
I know.
And then I just keep chatting about random things after
Yeah.
that.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the balcony and I'm gonna send a message to Rose and me, because you can do it if you can't see them, just as long as you know their general direction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to send her a message, and as long as it's within range too, I want to send her a message that says, "Get over here." To the balcony.
I reply, I'm a little busy right now getting
Now, I
information.
made a mistake now.
Jeez, you're so rude sometimes. And then I turn to Romana,
Jawala.
whatever his name is. Ruala, whatever. I don't know his name, it's fine. And I go, I'm so sorry, but I have to go now.
No.
I'll see you a little later, okay?
No. You would deprive me of your beauty and grace, even for a minute?
Look,
Now!
I just have to find the powder room. I have to freshen up now that
Oh,
I've seen
of
you.
course.
I think I'm blushing through my powder.
Oh my god.
No. I haven't noticed anything.
And I just say, I'll be back soon. And
I
have
await
Robin
your
wait.
visit.
And then I kind of go like this to my unseen servant and have him carry my sword behind me
Sure.
as I go. So I guess
As
go
soon
back
as I
up.
see you like in actual sight,
Where are you?
I'll
I don't
I'll drag
know
you
where
over.
I'm on the
Okay.
balcony.
you are. Oh, okay.
You don't have to actually come like directly towards me, because I'll send you a message of what I want you to do. But I say, see that guard on the bridge?
No. I really don't. Oh, this one? Hi.
This one.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. I said, I need you to make a suggestion to him.
I keep walking, like, I kind of just, like, walk towards you and kind of go, what do you need me? What? Why do you need me?
I need you to make a suggestion. I say this in a message, that I need you to make a suggestion to him that Swa'ala was the one who came by here and was picking the lock.
Shouldn't I say it? But he's kind of my friend. Shouldn't I say it's the other lady?
Sure, that's fine. I don't care. Any of them is fine.
Well, which one? Should I say Joel? He's probably not going to be happy with me afterwards. Maybe I should say it was him.
That's fine.
But the other lady was so mean to me.
Just do it soon.
Okay. So I walk over here and I go, hi, to the orc. Does he...
I'll be back. I gotta go real quick.
Would I have ever seen orcs before?
I think they're
like, common.
I think they're sort of common in the jungles. They're usually
would
like
I
dangerous.
know if they understand common?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're intelligent enough.
So I'm like saying hi, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here, I have to show you something so cool. And I like rummage through my bag to get a snake's tongue and some honeycomb out.
Yeah,
And I go,
what is that?
look, watch this. And I like tie the snake's tongue in a bow around the honeycomb. And
That is gross.
that is not nice. I was gonna give it to you, but now I'm not. And so I
Good, I do not want it.
do the whatever words I need to say to make the spell and say, and I just go, ugh, I saw Jawala over there. I think you saw him too over there picking that lock earlier.
So this is a course of action that you have to suggest?
Oh, let's see. So does it have to be an activity? Does it have to be an
A
activity?
course of activity.
So you could say, like, I think you should go tell somebody.
Right, like
Okay. Okay, so as I like am saying whatever things, I say, but you're still over there. That's the thing. You should have done this.
Oh no, I get on the balcony and then I go around the other way.
No, I'm saying like you were still like up. Are you like leaving and done with that? Like trying to pick the lock period?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I've already left.
Oh, okay. So I say to the orc.
I'm down at the river now.
Okay, yeah. So I say to the orc.
I would have followed.
I say, I saw Jwala picking the lock of that door up there. I think you should tell the Red Mistress that Jwala was picking the lock.
I don't think I will. I didn't see him. Because he made his wisdom save.
There is no.
There is. Target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
What?
It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Dang it.
And I just kind of go, oh, maybe you should get your eyes checked.
You are a mean little islander.
You're the one who said that I was gross.
I did not say you were gross. I said the snake tongue was gross. And that is just true.
Well, it looks like we have a difference of opinion that we will not be able to settle. I guess we can't be friends like I thought.
I don't
originally,
want to be
and
your
I
friend.
Huff off. I don't listen to you. Huff off and I walk away. And I find her and I say, I tried my best.
Yeah, so I think we see the orc
But
kind of
he
like
thinks I'm gross.
the orc kind of like shake his head, and then he like mumbles something under his breath, and then just like starts going towards the Red Mistress anyway.
Well, we're gonna die.
Well, hey, he doesn't know that you guys did it. He just knows that I said that I saw Jwala do it, and he didn't see that. So that's all he knows.
That's that. Okay.
How did he roll so well?
Complete luck.
He's an orc.
Yeah, he had a
Shouldn't
plus 0.
Be very wise.
He
He
wasn't.
should be -4.
They're not that stupid. Don't be
He
mean.
should be. He was mean to me first.
Okay, let's just get this auction over with, I guess.
Is this a good time for a break?
Yeah, I was just about to say
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, so we see the orc right like walk over towards the Red Mistress, and that is when we take our first break. So we will be back with more Terra Nullius side stories right after this. Stick around.